The Great New Year's Adventure, Benny and the Resolution Machine. What if the new year brought a magical chance to fix all your bad habits with the push of a button? Benny, a mischievous boy with big ideas but little discipline, finds himself on a hilarious adventure when he stumbles upon a strange machine that promises to make him the best version of himself. But, as Benny soon discovers, becoming a better person isn't as easy or as funny as it seems. Benny Bumble was famous in his town for two things: his goofy laugh and his knack for getting into trouble. From leaving muddy footprints on freshly cleaned floors to forgetting his homework on purpose, Benny's life was one big, messy circus. It was New Year's Eve, and Benny was up to his usual antics, juggling chocolate pudding cups in the kitchen when his sister Lucy walked in. "Benny," Lucy exclaimed, "Mom's gonna be furious if you make a mess again." "Relax, Lucy," Benny said with a giggle, launching a pudding cup into the air. But gravity wasn't on Benny's side, and splat, chocolate pudding splashed all over the ceiling. Lucy shook her head. "You really need a New Year's resolution, Benny, like learning how to clean up after yourself." "A New Year's resolution?" Benny asked, wiping pudding from his nose. "Sounds boring." Lucy rolled her eyes. "It's a chance to start fresh and become a better person. Everyone makes one." Benny laughed. "Well, if there's a magic button that can do it for me, I'm in." That night, Benny went to bed dreaming of an easy way to fix all his bad habits. As the clock struck midnight, something strange happened. Benny woke up to find his room bathed in golden light. At the foot of his bed stood a tiny man with a long beard, wearing a sparkly suit. Who are you?" Benny stammered. "I'm Professor Tweak," the man said, bowing dramatically. "And I have just the thing for you, a resolution machine." Before Benny could reply, Professor Tweak whipped out a shiny contraption that looked like a mix between a blender and a typewriter. "Step right up, young man," said the professor. "This machine will erase your bad habits and give you shiny new ones. You'll be the envy of the entire town." "Wow," Benny exclaimed, his eyes wide. "Does it work fast? Faster than you can say chocolate pudding disaster for Nsade?" The professor replied. Excited, Benny hopped into the machine. Gears whirred, lights flashed, and a voice boomed. "What's your first resolution?" To stop leaving my room messy," Benny shouted. With a ding, the machine spat Benny out. Suddenly, he felt an uncontrollable urge to tidy up. He picked up his socks, folded his clothes, and even dusted the bookshelf. "This is amazing," Benny exclaimed. "Careful what you wish for," the professor said with a smirk. But Benny didn't listen. He hopped back into the machine. "I want to do my homework without being told." Another ding, and Benny found himself finishing math problems with lightning speed. "More," Benny cried, jumping back into the machine. "Make me the best-behaved kid ever." The machine clanged and hissed. Benny emerged, grinning from ear to ear. He cleaned the kitchen, helped Lucy organize her books, and even polished the family's shoes. At first, his family was thrilled. "Benny, what's gotten into you?" his mom asked, amazed. "It's a new me," Benny declared, scrubbing the dining table with enthusiasm. But soon things got out of hand. Benny couldn't stop. He vacuumed the carpets until they nearly disappeared, reorganized Lucy's closet by color and size, and even tried to teach their dog how to chew quietly. Lucy groaned. "Benny, you're driving us crazy." "It's not me," Benny wailed. "It's the machine." Professor Tweak reappeared with a knowing smile. "Ah, the resolution machine has done its job. Now it's time for you to do yours." "What do you mean?" Benny asked. "Resolutions aren't about changing overnight," the professor said. "They're about trying, failing, and learning every day. You don't need a machine for that. You just need effort." Benny looked around at the chaos he had caused. His family was overwhelmed, and even the dog looked frazzled. "I think I understand now," Benny said quietly. "Can you undo this?" Professor Tweak nodded. With a wave of his hand, Benny felt the magic wear off. He was back to his usual self, but something had changed inside. The next morning, Benny joined his family for breakfast. "I have a real resolution this time," Benny announced. "I'm going to keep my room clean, try harder with my homework, and help out more. Not all at once, but little by little." Lucy smiled. "That's a great resolution, Benny." And this time, Benny meant it. Moral of the story: New Year's resolutions aren't about instant perfection. They're about making small, meaningful changes every day. With effort, patience, and a sense of humor, we can all become the best versions of ourselves.